Hey, I know it's been a while, right? It's been a while. The OG is back. I didn't go anywhere. It's just, life is, brother, been lifing. My son's been lifing. He's a new father. I'm a new granddaddy. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying we've been lifing, y'all, and been thinking about, OG and Son podcast and had a lot of stuff I could have contributed to the program, but just to sit down and open up the mic, open up this phone, uh, I'm doing it now. All right. And I just want to make a comment concerning my Cowboys. All right. May make a few. I may get warmed up, right? May get going and be like, well, you know what? I'm talking about your team. I'm all up in your mail. But no, for the most part, I do want to talk about my Cowboys. It's been a long time since we spoke about my Cowboys. I think I shared with you all. I went to my first NFL football game. My son blessed me with tickets to go see the Cowboys play the Rams, and I enjoyed it. I mean, to see a live football game and my favorite team since, the early 70s, 73, 74. It was, I call it one and done. I don't need to go to another pro football anything. Number one, I'm not happy with, sitting scrunched up. I'm like, nah. My house, right, or my studio where I got the big screens and all that, and then I got the fridge 10 steps away. I got my bathroom, 8 steps away. Man, nothing beats home. And like I say, my son gave me tickets where I'm like 10 rows away from the field. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, them folks ain't gonna have me packed in like no sardine. And that goes for the Lakers too. I'm done with the Lakers. I went to my first Laker game probably 8 or 9 years ago. And they had a brother scrunched in like this, knees up. I'm like, nah, you got to be kidding me. You want me to come? Nah. I'm more comfortable at a high school football game than I was at the Los Angeles Lakers or the what is it, the LA Rams. So no, I ain't tripping. Anyway, how'd I get off on that tangent? Cowboys. Let me get back to my Cowboys, okay? A lot of talks. I heard Stephen A's take on my Cowboys that we should tank the season, and then after tanking the season, uh, go get Shador, and then you know get Deion Sanders to leave Colorado. I'm like, they pay Stephen A. what 30 million, 20 million a year, and that's off the top. That's what he come up with. Like really? Like you not considering there's grown men on that team who been playing the game for 5, 10, 15 years playing to win. That's like telling Rambo, hey Rambo, we making this movie right now, right? But in this movie, you gonna take an L and you gonna get beat down by this. I was gonna say something, but I held it in. But you gonna take all kind of L's. And in the end, you gonna die. Like, really? And I used Rambo because I remember the first Rambo, and I'm old school. I'm OG. That was one of the OG movies, Rambo. That don't for real men, that's not how we get down. No, we don't take dives. We just gonna lose so we can get one player. We gonna lose so we can get one coach. What kind of thinking is that, y'all? Think about that. How many OGs think like that? We gonna lose on purpose. We not doing that. Okay? These guys suit up. They put their life on the line every play. They're not gonna lay down for no potential quarterback or some potential coach. Number one, truth be told, Deion done set the record straight. He not coaching no $1 million players because they're not ready for that. They're not built for that. They've been coddled. They in college, they got the bag. They are worse monsters than they were back when Deion was playing. I mean, these are like Like, coach, you tripping. You what? So Dion's already said it, and I feel him on that. I think even Magic Johnson said it back in the day, about 5 or 10 years ago. Like, hey man, these are different. This different generation. You can't coach them like Tom Landry was coaching players, and some of these great coaches. You can't do it. It's a different. It's a different situation. So to ask for grown men to say we're gonna lay down for the next 4 games and we're gonna lose. No, man. I remember as an athlete, coach used to say, if you don't go 100, you scared you're gonna get hurt. If you don't go 100, you gonna get hurt. The game is moving, and you got to move with it. It's like, here's the analogy. It's like you in LA traffic trying to play it safe and go 45 or 50 miles an hour. You gonna cause an accident. You may even beat an accident. Why? Because you got to get with it. You got to get with the flow. You got to go. If it's 80 miles an hour, you got to get in there and get it going, and you got to move, and else you're going to cause, I don't know about y'all, but there's been many a times I got stuck behind a Sunday driver, and young folks might not know what that means. It means an old head driving like it's Sunday afternoon, just getting out of church, and you on the 101 freeway, you on the 405, and you driving like, man, you going to have a picnic, fresh out of church. Like, nah, bro. Cowboys. Let me get back to my Cowboys, okay? A lot of talks. I heard Stephen A's take on my Cowboys that we should tank the season, and then after tanking the season, go get Shador, and then, get Deion Sanders to leave Colorado. I'm like, they pay Stephen A, what, 30 million, 20 million a year, and that's off the top, that's what he come up with? Like, really? Like, you not considering there's grown men on that team who been playing the game for 5, 10, 15 years, playing to win? That's like telling Rambo, hey, Rambo, we making this movie right now, right? But in this movie, you going to take an L, and you're going to get beat down by this. I was going to say something, but I held it in. But you're going to take all kind of L's. And in the end, you're going to die. Like, really? And I used Rambo because I remember the first Rambo, and, I'm old school. I'm OG. That was one of the OG movies, Rambo. That don't, for real men, that's not how we get down. No, we don't take dives. We just gonna lose so we can get one player. We gonna lose so we can get one coach. What kind of thinking is that, y'all? Think about that. How many OGs think like that? We gonna lose on purpose. We gonna not play. We gonna put on the uniform. That's like a police officer. See, y'all done got me warmed up now. That's like a police officer. Puts on his badge, his Kevlar, his gun, everything. Put all his stuff on, and he gonna eat donuts all day. And crime gonna jump off right in front of him. He's like, nah, today I'm gonna take this L. Today I got the uniform on, but I'm not about it today. Like, really?